Good afternoon, Friday afternoon. Hopefully you guys could hear me. I think we're live. The bitrate looks good. It did change a second ago for some reason. Let me know if we're good with the mic. I think we should be. I don't have myself muted. Alonzo, how's it going? David, how's it going? I'm doing well. Steven, how's it going? I guess it is your evening. 1 p.m. here in Friday afternoon. And I'm drinking more coffee. I think this is my third or fourth coffee today. Just wait for a couple more people to get in here so you guys can catch up and hear me, hopefully. Whoops. And then we'll get into some things. Actually, I gotta bring up Amazon because I bought a couple things on Amazon today. Sounds great. Perfect. How's it going, Controlling Tech? I caught your live stream last night at the last 5 minutes. I always miss it. I was going to say something, but it's been every week that I've been coming in right at the end. Christian, how's it going? Zach, how's it going? Whew, that's hot. It's actually cooler in my room today. It's pretty windy outside, and I've had the windows open in pretty much the whole house. So this office temperature right now is great. I'm going to end up getting a portable air conditioner. Josh, how's it going? Mark, how's it going? We'll get into some things shortly. Oops. Oh, the one thing. I think I could show this on stream because they did a Twitter post about it, so I guess I can. Ant, how's it going? Brian, how's it going? Let's find Unifi. Whoops, it's not Unifi. Ubiquity. I always do that. Okay. So they released a video. This video, is this the video? Or is it what cameras? I think it's this one right here. And look at this camera. I don't know how much I'm really allowed to talk about it. They did post it live. If you guys haven't seen this video, go to their YouTube channel and go watch it. This thing looks pretty wicked. No worries, it's at dinner time. Yeah. Well, dinner. No, not my dinner time. That's my bedtime. What time do you? Yeah, you get off at like 9 o'clock. Tony, how's it going? Yeah. So this is really cool. I don't know if they introduced what else they introduced new. Are we able to, let me see. So they show the G3 Instant, the Pro, Dome, Doorbell, GTP. Yeah, I don't know if I'm allowed to show this actually. But go to this part right here. You guys will like it. Actually, let me put this in the chat. There we go. Ferris, how's it going? Have you had a problem with the IR LEDs not working on the G4 cameras? Nope, my LEDs work. I mean, it's hard to see the LEDs during the day. I can't, especially on the G4 bullets. The G4 Pro, I mean, I pretty much always see that blue LED. Oh, 6 p.m. there. Yeah, it's 6 p.m. It's 1 p.m. where I am right now. It's a pretty nice day. I think it's going to rain a little bit. So I guess let's get into it. We got 30 some people here. If you guys follow me on Instagram or Twitter, you guys saw that Ubiquity sent me some gear yesterday. So this is, and I'm wearing their shirt and their new hat. I should probably wear it forwards, but yeah, I'll put it on backwards. So they sent me this gear, the shirt, hat, the building, are they called the building bridges? Yeah, the building bridges, the USW Flex, because I haven't reviewed that yet. And they sent the Unifi Enterprise 24 POE. So that's going to be my next review. And I'm pretty excited about that. Actually, I should show you guys the video. It's easier than me showing you. Just give me a sec. Than me showing you in front of the camera right here, because you won't get a really good view about it. If you, let's just see. Oh, the IR LEDs. It doesn't work. That's strange. No, I haven't seen that issue. No. Actually, let's do it on my TikTok. I'm gonna play I'll play the sound for this just so you guys could hear what I'm talking about, but this is pretty cool. Unifi Enterprise Switch 24 POE. The first 12 ports are 1 gigabit POE plus, and the last 12 ports are 2.5 gig POE plus, and then we have our 2 SFP plus ports. It comes with 2 rack gears and the mounting kit, as well as this power cord, which I haven't seen them do power cords like this before. On the back, we have our RPS connection, and then we have our power port. On the power port, we have a power lock, so if we click this to the side, it will lock in our power cord. My favorite feature right there. Now we have the power cable in with the lock. Let's see. So that locking feature, it's not you could still use a standard, I mean, these aren't proprietary power cords, but let's see. You guys can see that little slot. Is it going to focus? The camera's not going to focus. There's a little slot right there that metal pin goes into so that this won't come out. You could still put standard cords in, but this cord looks and feels a lot better. It's a lot more bendable, so I'm pretty happy about that. The Switch is about $799 US though, so it's pretty expensive. I had one G4 that was fine, but the 4 new cameras are all doing the same, and everyone else. Oh, really? The only fix is to load beta. That's strange. No, I haven't had that issue at all. Are you using a UMVR or UDM? 360. Yes, the 360 degree looks wicked. I'd like to see it in action too. The thing is, it's not in EA. I mean, it's nowhere right now. Not that I saw. What's the purpose of putting on a different VLAN? Yeah, it's primarily security. Yep. Yes, the new PoE switch is only in the US. So I reached, oops, let me move my camera back up a bit. So I reached out to my contact at Ubiquity. I hadn't heard from them for a while, and I did email them a couple of other times before, and I never heard anything back from them. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to email them again because I want this switch. And yeah, it's not in Canada. So I said, I'm like, I'll buy this switch. Just ship it to me, whatever. And anyway, they just shipped it to me for free. So yeah, it's $799 US, which is fairly pricey, but it's managed layer 3 switch, 12 2.4 or 2.5 gigabit interfaces. So that's pretty cool. I don't know when I'm going to start my review on it. Maybe today. We'll have to see. I don't know. Just got a delivery from the EU. 6 U6 lights. That's awesome. And 2 US. That's awesome. Have fun with that. Oh, this switch right here. It's not the Pro. It's the Unifi Switch Enterprise 24 port. It's a brand new switch. It just came out, I think, last week. I believe it's available in the EU as well. Is it? Maybe not. Yeah, right here. Oh, we don't want to be an EA. But anyway, that's it there. I should sign out of my account. They all do the same. I'll have to look into that. Congrats on getting the gear. The UI, they sent me quite a bit of stuff before. So if we look on here, they sent me this Pro switch. They sent me the UNVR. Oh, I don't remember. They sent me the 16 light PoE and then a G4 Pro camera, which I'm very thankful for. And what you're going to see on a lot of content creators' videos now, when they get sent stuff, it's going to say it's a paid promotion. It's not actually, well, some of them might be paid, but it's not actually paid. We have to put that in there now if they send us gear. And I'll tell you guys that when they send me gear. I mean, it's not going to, if I think the piece of hardware is garbage, I'll tell you guys. I got the Switch at my house and is awesome. Okay, cool. Yeah, I can't wait. I haven't even plugged it in yet. I just plugged the one end in to see how the locking mechanism worked. Yep, that's a good reason to block your TICE or to put your VLAN or cameras on a different VLAN. Do you have a video? Oh wait, somebody said solutionist. Thank you very much. I saw your message up here, but I kind of skipped it. Do you have a video on the UDM Pro and bridge mode options when using pfSense? I don't know. People have asked me to do a video like that before, and I haven't. I don't really want to have a firewall on top of a firewall. Well, now I'm going to have to, I just redid my rack. You guys, well, I put in this new rack. So what's going to happen? I mean, I don't need my 24 port switch anymore, the Pro switch. So I'll be pulling that out. I'll be putting the Enterprise back in, or putting the Enterprise in, and then I'll only be using one patch panel because it goes, let me go back to the US store. Oh, I'm not logged in. Weird. What's going on? Why can't I switch? So because it has all 24 ports to the, it's just lined up perfectly. Right? So I don't need to do the patch panel, switch patch panel for this. So I'll just be able to do the one patch panel and then use the 6-inch cables going in, which is going to be interesting to see. Could you use both Protect on UNVR at the same time? You could, but you're going to be using different controllers to view them, right? They're separate. You can't join them together. I didn't do a video on that because I knew other people would, and I'm not getting into the politics of it. I mean, people are going to ask me, that's fine, what my views are on it. I like their products. They're not going away. And breaches happen. It sucks kind of how they went about it, but it is what it is. And I did reach out to them. I probably sent them too many emails, but you got to be persistent, right? If you look at on EA products, I can't really look on EA, and it says when you sign up for EA, you're not allowed to really talk about it, right? Are you talking about the Pro Switch? Like, are you talking about the Enterprise Pro Switch? Or are you talking about like the 24 port Pro Switch? This one right here. That one's expensive too. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I don't know. That's not it there. Where is it? Oh, we're in the US. That's why. Yeah, it's this one right here that I have. $6.99. It's kind of expensive. Rupert, how's it going? Downtown Toronto. Awesome. You're only about, well, it depends in traffic, probably about 40 minutes away from me. So that's really cool. I can't wait to test that out. I tried to get this. They asked me kind of what I wanted. You know, like I do have a wish list type thing. So I tried to get the Unifi Switch Pro Aggregation. I didn't have any luck getting that. I wish I would have, but realistically, why would I need that many 10 gig ports and then, you know, 4 25 gig ports at the end? I don't have anything that could even connect to it. It would have been cool to have that in my inventory though. Eventually I might buy it if I, you know, get 25 gig servers, but I really don't need that. I mean, it's a home office that I have. The new gear does look good. That's right. If you had to pick from the Unifi Enterprise 24 POE or the US Pro 48, it really depends. Like how many ports do you need? If you need over 24 ports, you're going to have to go with the 48 POE. If you only need 24 ports, I would go with the Unifi Enterprise because it has the 2.5 gigabit interfaces. Yes, Enterprise. Okay, yeah. $6.99. Yeah, it's pretty expensive. U6 Pro or U6 LR? I don't know because I haven't tried the U6 Pro yet. The U6 LR is awesome. Jim, how's it going? Yeah, the U6 LR, I mean, that's what's sitting right above me right now. And I could probably just run that access point in the house and it would work for everything. So the other things I got, let's look. I've worked on these before, but I haven't physically worked on them. So it was installed by somebody else remote, is these building bridges. So I'm pretty excited to try these out. I don't know how I'm really going to do a video on it. I'll probably just run a cable outside and then have them as far away as I can and then pointing together and then showing the different networks. I don't have anywhere to install these right now. But I'm glad I got these because I think they'll be really cool to try out. They go up to 500 meters and they integrate with Unifi. So that's cool. And then this switch, whoops, which is an older switch. Oh, it's available now. Oh wait, that's US. That's why. So it's been sold out in Canada for quite a while. This is US, but it's the Unifi Switch Flex, which most of you may or may not have used. But I'm pretty excited to try that out as well. It has POE going in, and then it has, I think it's 4 ports POE out. So this would be ideal for cameras. Like if you brought this switch to your garage and then kind of fed your camera feeds off of that. I would love to see a Wi-Fi 6 access point with a 2.5. Hopefully they have. So Unifi, I think they'll probably end up doing it. I think they're going to do it just based on this switch because it says, where is it? It says here somewhere. See, it says 2.5 gigabit RJ45 ports with PoE plus 4 Wi-Fi 6 access points. So it's probably coming in the future. I do already have a couple 2.5 gigabit interface APs. I think it's an Ingenious and maybe a Netgear one. So I'll end up testing those out on the 2.5 gig. I'm going to use keystones. Do you have any recommendations? Yes, I use vertical cable. I don't know if Amazon has them on here. Vertical cable keystone. Are these these are the, wow, those are X. No, that's right. Let's see what that works out to be. 127 divided by 50. That's actually cheaper than what my distributor sent it to me right now. I'm going to have to talk to them. But these are the ones I use. So they're the VMAX. It works with the iPunch tool. How do I get this again? Get link text. So I'll copy that. I'll put that in chat. That's the ones I use. They're awesome. I love them. The flex switches are awesome. Yeah. Oh, that I saw you do Miller Technical Services. He did a video on it not too long ago. I think you said like your new favorite switch or something like that. I'm pretty excited to test it out. I might run all my cameras off of it. I don't know. We'll see. Why is the U6 Pro cheaper? I'm not too sure. I haven't really looked at any of the specs because it's an EA. In Canada, we don't have an EA store, and I can't do videos about it anyway until it's in general release. I'm having throughput issues with my AP plugged into my Enterprise 24 PoE. Download speed is cut in half. That's strange. I'd have to look at your configuration, and I haven't even tested this switch out yet. I need BT to run it. Oh, okay. So I guess I'm going to have to keep my Pro switch. This doesn't have BT, does it? No, it doesn't. Crap. So we're going to just add another switch, I guess, into my rack. This one has BT. And I do need the Pro. I forgot I need this switch as well to power up my Unifi access stuff. That's another thing Ubiquiti sent me a long time ago was the Unifi access. So that, I think that's pretty much, yeah, that's all they sent. Then the hat and this. So you guys should see the video come out shortly. I'm going to test the noise on it. Somebody said that it was quite noisy. And besides that, what else is coming up? I'm still waiting for this Netgear firewall router. I ended up canceling it off Amazon and buying it through someone else who said they had 1-day shipping, and that was last Friday, and it hasn't even moved. So I have no idea what's going on, but I want to get, I want to show you guys the Insight line, and I haven't even unboxed the switch or the access point yet. What else did I buy? Or what else is coming up? David, thank you for the $1.99. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Let's go here. Let's see what I bought. So, actually, let me just open these. That. Okay, so this is another thing coming up that I got, because the NAS I have right now is the 418. It only has two 1 gig interfaces, so I needed a 10 gig NAS. So I ended up getting this. It has one RJ45 10 gig. It's a 6 bay. I already have 4 drives, so I had to order 2 more drives. And that will just allow me to do different testing. Yeah, it'll allow me to do better testing with 10G stuff. So that's going to be cool. I wish Ubiquiti would send you toys. I forget what their rule is. Not their rule, but you have to have a certain sub base, I think, before they send stuff. 0.5 SFPs are plus cables. Really, they're available because they owe me one. I'm gonna have to email them about that. It's been a while. It's been a couple months since I purchased it. Let's see. Actually, I'm not gonna go in there. Let's go back to Canada because I need a few of them, and they're pretty hard. Well, through Unifi, they're hard to get. Oh yeah, they're available. What in the heck? After this live stream, I'm gonna end up emailing them so they know that they still need to ship me one. Yeah, so this will be cool. This 6 bay. Hopefully it works well. I'm sure it will. It would be nice if I could get this into my network rack. I know during the summer I could, but in the winter the drive bays get too cold and the disk will stop working. So I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. Right now I just have the 418 sitting down here. And when it boots up, you could kind of hear the disk spinning. Can't do SHR. Oh, that's all right. I don't have the cache drives. I don't know what. Oh, that you got a different model. Maybe I should have got a rack model or a rack mount. Oh, it's cheaper too. What the heck? So this has 10 gig interfaces. LAN 1, 2. Oh, you could probably put a card in it. Well, you live and learn. Either way, I'm going to be getting mine. It's very shallow. Yeah, my rack, I mean, I think it's only 19 inches or something like that. Somebody wanted me to measure it and I still haven't. Albert, how's it going? And the next thing I did, because people gave me crap about it or have been giving me crap. This was a while ago when I released one of my videos. So this whole place, this whole house right now is only cabled in Cat 5e. People freak out about that. Oh, you're not getting true speeds. You're still getting a gig. I mean, it doesn't matter, right? You're not going to get 10 gig unless you're going really short. So now we're going to be upgrading to Cat 6a. I know it's not Cat 7 or Cat 8, which I'm fine with, but this is going to do us 10 gig. And the reason I went with monoprice, the only reason is because they would ship it to me the quickest. So I'm going to redo all the cabling in the house, which is not going to be fun. So that I'll probably end up videotaping that. Depends on how hot the attic is. It's probably a good time to do now because we're in spring. Doesn't like if they say anything bad. They never sent me. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know. I would assume they watch some of my videos, but most of my videos right now are Ubiquiti, right? I know they weren't sending people stuff for quite a while. Can you recommend a Synology NAS for photo cloud storage only? I can't really because I'm pretty new in Synology. Maybe somebody in chat can. Can the SFP Plus direct attach copper cable run to an SFP port? Yes, it can. You just need to hard code the speed to 1 gig. Rant on CloudKey? Yeah, maybe. Who knows? I did watch that video on the CloudKey. I'm doing well, Albert. I recently picked up an RS820 Plus to place my 819, upgraded the RAM, added cache M2, so the reason I went with this one that had the built-in, where did it go? That had the built-in, I'm very impatient, and this one has the built-in 10 gig. I couldn't find a Synology card, a 10 gig card anywhere that wouldn't take me like a month and a half to get, or like any working card or any other card that would work with it. So I just decided I'm going to get this one. And I think it has the 2 1 gig as well. The sun is shining. Oh, yeah, it is shining. That's right. Actually, it's not here. Why not just go fiber? I don't know who anybody, well, maybe Miller Technical Services. He may do fiber. I wouldn't do fiber in my house because I'd probably break it. And then I would have to have fiber connectors everywhere. Yeah. There's no way I would do that. It's copper everywhere. I'm fine with that. And I have a 10 gig copper card in the back of my computer. I wonder if Synology will release a 1U short depth. That would be nice. Yeah, I'm just getting more into the NAS stuff. Like I have a few NAS videos, but it's very, entry level. By the way, love your channel. Thank you, Robert. Appreciate it. So yeah, we got the 10 gig or the Cat 6a coming. I'm hoping it's not overly thick because some of the holes that are already drilled through the floor aren't that big. And then I got some monoprice jacks. We'll see how well they perform. I wanted to get vertical cable, but I ended up just going with these. And I think I bought blue because every other, I wanted to get black and I think they're sold out. Yeah, they're currently unavailable. Don't do fire. Yeah, well, and that's the thing. Like, if I break an end, I don't want to have to re-terminate an LC end. I got lucky when I ordered the 10 gig card was available the next day. Yeah, so I tried ordering it through Canada Computers, a couple other places, and everything was sold out. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to order this one. It's not, and it sucks because it's not going to be here till Thursday. Which I don't really have a need for it right now. I mean, realistically, the only thing I use my NAS for is to put my YouTube videos on and make YouTube videos about, and I mean, nothing other than that. Conjoling Tech, thank you very much for the 4th coffee today. I think this is my 3rd or 4th. And that will get me a large coffee or extra large coffee. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. You did fiber in your house, Josh. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know about that. AR update the RAM. Update the Synology with RAM. So the RAM that comes with that, I think it's 8 gig. I'll probably end up... Actually, I have a Synology 4 gig card. So I'll end up putting that in. Fiber in the house. I can't imagine that. I used to work for an enterprise. This was going back probably like 10 years, and they had fiber running to every desktop. It was insane to me. Look into Unraid. I have been looking into Unraid and FreeNAS. I probably will end up building one of those servers eventually. Monoprice has good prices in odd colored cables. Yep. I just bought the blue. How do you enable dual WAN load balancing? You can't right now. I did a video about it a long time ago, and since then they took out the load balancing option. So you can't do it right now. Eventually, hopefully they release an update to be able to do load balancing. But can you specify? You may be able to specify what network goes out what WAN. I don't know if they do policy-based routing yet in their new update. Do you think layer 3 support for Unifi whenever it comes will be worth the price difference? So they already have layer 3. So in their pro models, we have layer 3. That's going to be doing your VLAN routing between your switches and DHCP. I don't have it turned on right now because it's an alpha. I only did one fiber run in my house because it was too cheap to buy. Oh, gotcha. I mean, that's not bad. I might run, because where my Bell sits, it's far away from my actual network rack. I may run a fiber cable from that. This connection is awesome. Ampcom, toolless, RTP. Well, let's take a look, because I'm in love with the iPunch tool right now. Actually, that's probably not going to bring it up. Let me bring it over here. Toolless RJ45. I can't find it. Oh, here we go. I can't find the... Is it just a keystone, or is it... do they have a tool that goes with it? I get what you mean. I'm not a fan of those. No, I'm not a fan of those. They had... I forget if Panduit or somebody had those type style jacks before. I can't do them. I use this, which actually Tony, he did a video about it not long ago. iPunch tool. It's not going to show up here. Is that what it's called? iPunch tool? This is the tool to get this year. Where the hell did it go? Oh, there it is. You might not be able to see it that well, but this is the iPunch tool. I highly recommend it. The only thing is you need to use the vertical cable VMAX jacks with it. Let's see, where were we? We got 90 people in here and only 19 likes. Let's smash that like button. Let's see it go up. Let me see. Okay, so... Okay, so try to fill the helium drive. Won't hear much noise compared to air filled. Gotcha. I kept a bunch of 15 and 20 meter fiber cables for AM. Yeah, I have some fiber cables, but nothing long enough to reach back to my network room. I built an Unraid server a few years ago, extremely versatile and user friendly. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people seem to like Unraid. Where the heck are we? I only use pre-made fiber cables and a couple of keystone couplers, reliable for home. You would be surprised. In data centers, they use that as well. A lot of the fiber cables in data centers are pre-made. They don't have people doing the connections right on the floor. Lewis, no worries about being late. All good. Yeah, I try not to, yeah, be overly ranty. I mean, I agree with a lot of the things, but I don't want to, I'm not going to put out videos about it. There's going to be other people who put out videos about it. Install as they weren't low smoke, so they were suitable for DC pre-terminate. Pre-terminated is easy, but it's, well, obviously it's easy, but it's very expensive. Who are we talking about here? James, I don't know. Did you say something before? He didn't even know anything about Linksys router because I'm having trouble with my guest password. I know it is, but when I enter it, it doesn't work anymore. I looked at the default and everything. Can anybody help you? Maybe reset your router. If you don't have the passwords, there's not much to do. Oh, did I play something? Hold on a sec. You're saying rip headphone users. Did I end up playing something? Or is there something playing in the background? I made a typo. I'm asking for help because of my Linksys guest password. I'm not too sure. You'll have to log into your Linksys, right? And then find out from there. All wax gone. 96 ports. What are we looking at? 96. I don't even know where I am anymore. Fluke makes an easy. They do. Fluke does make it. I saw that Fluke tool, and I have a few contractor friends that do use it, and it's pretty much the same. You had the audio from the UI. Oh, whoops. Sorry, guys. My bad. I don't have any audio. It's coming through my headset, so I can't hear. Unrated is king. Okay. Like action completely success. Awesome. We got 39 likes here now. Unless you use AMD. Yeah, I'll probably end up building something eventually. I need your help. You could email me at cody@mactelecomnetworks.com. I am a business though, so we do have a consulting fee. I'd assume fiber is nicer to manage than longer Ethernet runs hanging everywhere. It depends. The places I've worked that have thousands of strands of fiber, it's all in cable trays and they're pretty much in thick, thick bundles, and then the fibers are inside of there. What is the best use case for an aggregation switch in a unified network deployment? It would be used to aggregate all your other switches, right? Or to have aggregate links. Say you want to bundle 2 to 4 links going to your servers, that type thing. I'm pretty sure any unified switch could be, not really. Not like all of them can't aggregate, right? So you can't aggregate or do an aggregate between these little guys right here. The UDMs, these 8 ports, they don't support it either. Yeah, the switch, yeah, sorry guys, my bad. So like, the update, I have no idea what that is. I tried everything. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even know what router you're talking about. You mentioned before you don't prefer a firewall, and a firewall like pfSense and UDP Pro. Can you comment on that? The main issue is double NAT, right? So you're going to have double NAT, and that's going to, or you might have triple NAT. So it goes, NAT from your router to your ISP router, then out to the internet. I do use, right now I'm using UDM IPS IDS. I didn't before when it was in beta, but now it's out of beta, so I use it. What else? I had some other things to go talk about today. I forget though. I think you guys saw this job. I talked about this last week. That was a fun, decent little job. It was for a clinic. Also, depending on the fiber, you need to be careful not to damage. Fiber is more flexible than you think. A lot of people think like if you bend it, you're going to break it. You will if you, it has a certain bend radius. We used to install a lot of 40 gig to 100 gig MPO type style links. Unrated is great, potentially a much more powerful server than a Synology. Transcoding gaming server. I chose Synology, though the ecosystem. That's the reason I chose it, and for the things I'm doing, really I don't even need it. The aggregate switch would be like a distribution switch. That's right. Oh, Windows problem. Yeah, I won't be able to help you out there. I don't really deal with like PC issues. Do you have any tips on running Ethernet without having a crawl space? Ooh. In a house? I don't even know. I typically say, like, for my business, I don't do any cabling in homes anymore. It's way too hard. You're gonna have to probably you're probably gonna have to cut holes in your wall and run the cable. It depends on what part of the world you live at too. You can always put it outdoors and put it in a conduit, but that looks ugly. Any issues with the latest Nano HD? No, I haven't had any issues. Nope. What are you using? Right now, I'm not using PF Sense, but I will be switching to PF Sense and using PF Blocker. What level? I have mine on level 3, but then I have a bunch of custom switches turned on. I don't have mine at level 5. It's too much. What tool do you bundle? Let's see. Bundle the cable. Like, looks really clean. So sometimes I use a cable comb. In this one, I didn't.
We have all.
Oop, there we go. I caught it this time. So this we pulled our own cables, but then we had to pull a bunch of reuse existing cables, and it was a nightmare. Some of them didn't reach. I'll show you the cable comb I do use that I use sometimes. I typically just do it by hand. I think it's in here somewhere. Of course, I'm not going to be able to find it now. Maybe I have it. Do I have it on my store? What the heck is that cable comb called? Network. This is the one here. I forget what it's called though. Oh, here we go. Wow, that came down way in price. I bought it a lot more than that. So this is the tool I have. I bought it. It was like $100. It's pretty easy to use. There is different ones. There's this Panduit one right here that I've heard. Is that going to show up? It's this Panduit one. I've heard this one's pretty good, but I haven't used it. I usually just use my hand. I'll like put Velcro at the top. I'll comb it with my fingers, and then I'll just put Velcro on and keep going down. I do damage patches and DCs all the time. Yep, it really depends. I mean, on what fiber you're using. I forget what we were using. I know we had a lot of Belden, and I can't even think of the fiber. Love Unraid adding true NAS server soon. Nice. Great video, by the way, on the Unifi. So the reason I did that, I had a lot of people not being able to find where the VPNs are, which it's fairly straightforward. You could see it in that video. I don't like to redo my videos. Like I have a lot of VPN videos that are pretty much the same thing in different controller versions. So I'm gonna probably end doing the L2TP VPN videos for a long while. Oh yeah, if you have no crawl, I was thinking crawl space, you were talking about attic. Yeah, if you have no crawl space, use the attic. Was there a limitation on the DPI which show which device, which application, but no info that app date? Consume actionable intel kind of, same for IDS. I didn't think there was a limitation. There isn't with the UDM Pro anyway, not now. Just got a Nano HD and I'm setting it up now. Nice, I love the Nano HD. Oh yeah, I had this problem too where my network sometimes just goes very slow and then suddenly goes fast. And I also have an Xbox with the type never changed to open. You might have a double NAT issue going on there. Can you please post your threat management setups? I did a threat management video a while ago. Maybe I'll revisit it, possibly. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, you want to make making your jobs look tidy takes a bit of time, but it's definitely worth it. Check out Mocha. Yeah, Controlling Tech. I think you just did a video on the Mocha adapters, didn't you? I don't know what this means. It's a different message. We'll just hide it. English only because I don't know any other language. Time for work. All right, Mark, have a good weekend. Have a good day at work. Running through the walls is not an option for me because I have 20 centimeter thick. Ooh, you might have to do conduit or something. That's not fun. Can you post the link in the comb? Yeah, I want to try to find it on Amazon because I don't know where that took me. It may be on Amazon.com. You're UK though, but what was it called again? Acom? Is it Acom? you know what, I'll post both, but we'll see. Here we go. Because this way I could do short links. All right. Is this our first ban of the day? Let's see. Hide user on this channel. There we go. All right. So that's posted in there. Let's see. I'd 3D print some combs just like the Panda. They are very helpful. Yeah, that would be. I saw Tom Lawrence Systems yesterday. He was doing stuff about 3D printers, and they look pretty cool. I'd like maybe to buy one eventually. You could look at my video about double NAT, fixing the NAT issues. They're older Xbox videos. No, I haven't reviewed this Switch yet. Nope. I'm going to be doing that Switch review a little later on. I might start it today. I don't really know. I'm trying to figure out how to wire my house. I have fire block on every single wall. Oof. Yeah, you really have to do it before. Like my house here in Canada, it's literally drywall and then a bit of brick. That's it, right? So we do have insulation on our outdoor walls, but this interior wall behind me, it has no insulation. So you just drill from the top, drop a string or something, and then you can pull the cable. I'm really not looking forward to pulling new cable through the house, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's not going to be fun because right now behind this computer I have 3 or 4 drops. So I'll end up cutting all of it out and replacing everything. Hopefully I have enough cable too. But it's going to take a long time. It's going to be hot. I'll see how much I could videotape of it. Where the heck did the chat go? Uh-oh, I lost chat. Hold on. All right, found chat. There we go. Does UDM support VPN specifics to VLAN? What did I call? Does UDMP support VLAN specific to VPN specific to VLAN and the rest of the non-VLAN? No, not yet. No, it doesn't do that yet. Cannot get that comb in the UK stores. I'll give you this. Here's another link. I don't know if these guys would send it out to the UK or not. Let me see that. I'd probably only doing like 1 or 2 things with the 3D printer. It would be really cool to print some cable combs. Print out some Mac Telecom cable combs and send it to you guys. And I don't know what else was I going to talk about? So I just quoted, and I'm going to look at the job on next Tuesday, coming up. So we quoted a job for 50 nano HDs. So that's going to be a pretty crazy job. Right now, they already have cabling in place. So it's going to be ripping down. They have these old, I forget what they're called, but they're like Nokia access points, probably about 10 or 12 years old. So we're ripping all that down. We're going to be changing them with Unifi nano HDs, and then we're going to have to probably redo their whole infrastructure. So we're going to be taking out, besides the cabling, we're going to be taking out all their switches, probably throwing a new firewall. So it's going to be pretty crazy. Don't you have a gives? Don't you have a gives? I don't know what that means. Oh, don't you have a giveaway? Yes, I do. At 20K, I'm going to do a giveaway whenever we get there. Just found it on Amazon. Awesome. 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 Oh, 63. Wow, that's crazy. That's like double my price. No, Chris, I don't. Yeah, the Unifi VPNs aren't good. You're lucky to be getting 20 megabits, to be honest with you. You typically get like 10. have the specs on the new, yeah, it's general, like it's in general right now. That's the only reason I have it, right? So they released it to the general public. It's right here. Managed layer 3, 12, 2.5 gig, PoE plus, 12 gigabit, PoE plus, and 2 SFP plus. I tried to get the RPS as well. They didn't go for it. I might just end up buying it myself. Yeah, Josh, that would be wicked. I'll take some cable combs. I'm always afraid of losing my cable comb because when I want to use it, that will be the time that I can't find it. Which kind of string do I use to pull cable? That's a good question. Which kind do I use? Where did I buy it from? Maybe Lowe's? I don't even know what to call it. Electrical string? It just had like a big, I have a bucket of it. It's like 10,000 feet. I have no idea. Bucket of string? Let's see. I forget the kind. It'd probably be something like this, but that's a little different. It'd be something similar to this. Yeah, it's this polyline, but it's white and green. It's not white and orange. What type? Let me just see. Hold on a sec. What kind of equipment? I don't actually know because I haven't seen the equipment. We just kind of quoted over the phone. I told him the price of the gear. It's gonna be like what, $229 per access point, and that's just for the hardware. So he's looking at about $15,000 just in access point hardware, and then my labor and all that other crap. I think it's a very old Nokia. I'll let you guys know next live stream on Friday when I do it. Don't give too much. I don't know what I'm going to do for the 20K giveaway. We'll see. I might do an eye punch tool. Yeah, I might do an eye punch tool and maybe an access point, or I don't even know. I'll let you guys pick. I'll post something in the community. Have you tried the Cisco RV300 series with AnyConnect? I think maybe a long time ago. Is that the small business stuff? I think I have one of these routers sitting around here somewhere. I haven't played with Cisco in a while. I used to be Cisco certified. I let that drop. Okay, cool, Josh. Appreciate it. Yeah, polyline. That's right. Well, okay, so that's going to be the hard thing, right? So I get this job. We have 50 access points to install. Where am I going to get these access points? I'm gonna have to figure that out. It's called pulling cable. Yeah, typically what we do when we pull cable, we'll pull the cable with a string so that if we have multiple runs to do. A lot of contractors, they won't run a string with their cable. Yeah, so if we look at the Unifi site right now, access points, like they're all sold out. So I don't know what I'm going to do. Even if I go to my distributors, they're sold out. They're back ordered. I could install all pros, 50 pros. I think anything that we go from their 15-year-old Nokia access points to any of these is going to be 10 times better. I'm hoping that I could do a bit of a video for you guys. It's going to be in a long-term care home, so I'm not going to be able to videotape a lot of it just because there'll be people walking around everywhere, and I won't want to catch that. But in the LAN rooms and stuff, I'll see if they'll allow me to do that. KNL Radio, how's it going? Well, yeah, so I call them fish sticks. Right there, I showed this last time on stream. Mine are like Klein or something. Some of these you got to be careful. These ones don't ever order. They break and then it will leave splinters in your hand. I have these glow rods. I forgot which ones they are though. They're really good, very bendable. They look something like that, but they're a lot more money. Fish tape as well. Yep. Let's see. And I think that's pretty much it that I had to talk about this stream. Let me see how close we are to the 20K. I think we're about 2,900 subscribers away. Yeah, about 2,800 subscribers away, and then we'll do another giveaway for something. So the next videos we'll be doing definitely this enterprise switch, and then probably the building bridges, and then the USW. Green, yes, that's it. Greenly, that's what I use. Greenly. Old folks home shouldn't need much speed. No, probably not. I mean, I didn't know if you were talking about, never mind. I don't think they need much speed, but it's a massive building, and it's multiple buildings. So they need to make sure they're covered all around, because they have these, I think they're portable VoIP phones. So they need to make sure the roaming's decent on it. El Hattim, hey, how's it going? Would adding Edge Router X for dual WAN load balancing PPPoE, would it still double NAT using? Yes, it would. I mean, if you put it in, yeah, it would still double NAT. I wouldn't do that. David, take care. Have a good weekend. I have clients, love them. The fiberglass would hurt. Yeah, I mean, those red ones I used to use, because back in the day I was very cheap. So buying these are expensive though. These only used to be like 20 bucks, and they would break all the time. They're horrible. I don't know if it's appropriate switching from career focused. How do you, no, you guys could ask me anything. I don't mind. How do you balance work, hobbies, and YouTube? So before, and I've mentioned this a few times on stream, about 2 months ago, I used to work for an enterprise, and then Mac Telecom Networks was a side business because I was growing my business. Oh, you took the message away, but I'll keep going. So it was a side business. Then I got laid off from that job due to the pandemic and a bunch of other things. So now I do Mac Telecom Networks full time. How do I balance it? I mean, I don't know. I don't really leave my house, right? So it's not much to do. I live with my fiance. I'm pretty much just living technology, and wake up, I look at tech, and I do work on tech. I do consulting, and then I do the YouTube videos. It's just what I like to do. So there's not much of, I mean, I'm way happier now that I'm just working for myself. What tools, software do you use to analyze Wi-Fi? I don't think I have it on here, and maybe that's where I could do a video about it. It's called the NetSpot app. So they do have a free version of this. Whoops. They have a free version of this, I think. Oh, maybe they don't. I thought they had a free. Okay, right here. So they have the NetSpot free edition. You probably could do, a little bit of it. I think I have the Pro or Enterprise. I don't know why I'd buy the Enterprise, to be honest with you. I have one of these, but I'm planning on doing a video on it somewhere. I worked at a software company, made an EMR software for senior living, and having high speed was always a plus. Yep. I've done a lot of work in long-term care homes, and they require high speeds. Thank you for the latest video. Yep, no problem, Ryan. I just received my Dream Machine Pro access point. My favorite thing is looking out at my front door camera and seeing boxes or people delivering stuff to me. I love it. Anything. See, what type of donut would you be? Oh man, I have no idea. I have no idea. I love donuts though. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. A honey cruller, if they even have that in the States, I don't know. Oh yeah, the EMR. Yeah. That is important. That's why we've redone so many network closets. And I'm talking when I used to work for an actual datacom company. have over 400 nano HDs. Wow, that's awesome. $5,500 AP Pros coming in. That's crazy. Raffaello, how's it going? Hi, Cody. Have you made a video about connecting a printer so all the networks on the UDM could use it? I haven't specifically, but you'd have to put in allow rules, right? If you have firewall rules. Maple, that's right. I didn't even think of that. Maple bacon donut. I don't think I've had a maple bacon donut, but that sounds awesome and it sounds Canadian. Let me close all this stuff. See my notification. Whoops, I'll read that later. I do have one other. Oops, somebody went live. That's weird. I do have one other job coming up. It's in, well, I have a couple jobs coming up, but I'm going to see if I could videotape this too. We're doing door access. So we're going to be using the Unifi Access Starter Kit, another Access Hub, and maybe a Pro Reader, another one. I'm not too sure. And then we're going to be installing switches and access points. I'm going to see if I could record that full setup. They already have the door strikes and everything in place from the existing tenant, I guess. So I think it should be fairly easy to do. Oh, I need a Unifi. Yeah, KNL Radio, just send me a email, cody@mactelecomnetworks.com. You Americans are all type of donuts. Here in Norway, it's either chocolate or vanilla. Well, I'm in Canada. We have quite a selection of donuts. I love them. Will 10 gig switch and other equipment if I don't have gig speed and really don't, I don't really understand the question. Oh, will you need? It depends what you have inside your local LAN. So why I'm using 10 gig is to transfer files from my computer to my NAS. That's my only reason for it. Maple bacon donuts is what our photographer brought to our wedding for the wedding party for oh, that's awesome. That sounds good. I guess I could show that. For home use, I already have a UDM Pro and now, or a UDM, and now I'm going to update my network cage to a unified 24 switch. I'm good with the UDM Pro. You'd be fine with the UDM. You don't need a UDM Pro unless you want to use, Unifi Protect, Unifi Access, Unifi Talk. I think they do have a limitation. UDM threat management limitation. So, yeah, so the Unified Dream Machine only, if you have threat management turned on, you could only do up to 850 megabits per second. If you have a gig line, then you're going to have to go to the UDM Pro. What tool would you recommend for measuring a cat cable? They have a bunch of different testers you could use, but they're fairly expensive. What I would do, if you're pulling new cable, I mean, it has markers on the box. That's really the only way, or you get like a fluke tester. Actually, what other tool do they have? No, not NetSpot. What the heck is it called? It's NetTool, nettool.io or something like that. And that may actually read, that might read cable lengths as well. NetTool. I haven't used one, but I think it does. But I'll have to look into that and let you guys know. Or if somebody's used it already. We have a Donut Palace. Their logo is Comic Sans. We don't have a ton of donut places around us. Just I have Tim Hortons up the street. iSCSI is a good use. Yep, that's right. Have you tried Demotes for network monitoring? I might have said that wrong. I just started out with it and love it. I think I saw Riley Chase from Hostify talking about them. I haven't, but I was gonna look into it and I forgot. It's already run. Send me a message. I'll try to think of something that's decently priced, because you don't want to go over 100 meters with it. Net alley. Okay, would that would be something that works. Because you could get very, very expensive in some of these certified, or in some of these testers, right? Well, that's different. I have a certified tester, but it's only certified at 1 gig. If I wanted to get up to 10 gig, I think it's like $15,000. Ideal Networks, that's the 1 gig one I have. What Cat6 connectors do you recommend? I recommend VMAX, vertical cable VMAX. I was hoping to use a Cat6 cable for a 10 gig link between my main switch and my server. Yeah, you need to make sure it's a fairly short distance. Your videos helped recommend Unifi to my CEO, planning Unifi Nano HDs, trying to get him to buy the UDM rather than the cloud key. So if it depends on if you're going with 40 Nano HDs, I don't know if I would recommend a UDM Pro. I would probably go with pfSense, and then you would want to host your controller. You have to look at specs on the controllers, right? So if we went cloud key gen 2, apparently I was looking at controller fatal errors. How many devices? Because these things only hold so many devices, right? That's not what I wanted. Okay, so we're just going to skip. We'll go to the Cloud Key Gen 2 Plus. So you could hold 1 USG, 10 switches, and 40 APs. I recommend using, either a local controller on a server, or I use Hostify for my customers. And I would go with pfSense with something like that. Would UDMP will have a lifespan of 4 to 6 down the line with firmware? I think so. I think it will have a bit of a timeline. They'll probably come up with an updated version of it eventually. You have the NetAlley tool. I'm going to take a look at it. Looks interesting. Hi, Cody. Lately, I've been getting notifications on my Unifi app that some of my access points are disconnecting and reconnecting, but I have not noticed any Wi-Fi issues. It could be a bug. I used to have that quite a bit, and the APs never went down. What Unifi version are you running? Yeah, let's look at actually, let me bring this up before I expose something. Hostify. The thing with Hostify, it's more for MSPs and, that type of thing, but I forget how much you have to pay per server. So right here with 500 unified devices, it's $49 a month. For $1,099, $2,000. This is this is what I use. I think I have this package right now, but we'll end up upgrading, or you could just do a self-hosted controller. I have the Cloud Key Gen 2 Plus. Yeah, as long as you don't go too much past those limitations, you should be all right. I've seen people where they do like 20 sites on their Gen 2 Plus, and they have way too many devices, and then it just crashes. Would the built-in 16 gig built-in storage for the UDMP be suffice for maximum backups of stats? Yeah, I think that would be good. Yep. And here's my cat, which I have no idea where she is right now. This is, I couldn't find any patch cables, so I just started making some, and she would not let me. You can see one here that the end's not even put on. What else was I going to talk about? I'm trying to get some Aruba stuff, Aruba Instant On. So we'll see if I get that. I reached out to them. I did get a response, but I'm waiting for something else back from them. And then hopefully we could try that, and then I could do a couple of videos on that. I think that's the only hardware that I have coming in. Oops, where the heck did my YouTube tab go? There we go. I did run the latest Unifi version. I'm not sure what it is right now. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know without looking at your controller. Do you have any experience with the Beacon HDs? Yes, I do, and they are awesome. You're talking about these guys right here, right? Yeah, the Beacon HDs. I had one in my hallway just to test. I had no reason to use it because I have access points everywhere, but they work great. I have a few installed at clients' houses. If we can't run a cable there, we'll use a Beacon HD. Okay, so you're at the newest well, you're not at, they have 1.93 out now, but it may not, I think it's a rolling update, so you may not have it yet. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get out of here. We've been going for over an hour. If you guys want to hit that like button, and then I'll be back on Sunday at 11 a.m. What do you recommend to feed through plug? I vertical cable everything. That's all I use right now is vertical cable. Mr. V, how's it going? I'm just ending now. So everybody have a good weekend, and I'll see you Sunday. Watch out for the Unifi Enterprise switch review. And yeah, we'll go from there. Make sure to hit that like icon.